Hello and welcome along. My name is Sam, and this is Letton Farm. This is my farm. Today is May the 2nd, and yeah, we are getting soybeans sown. So you guys let BF know in the comments what you wanted to see, and overwhelmingly it was soybeans. So I ordered these a little while ago. About 4 weeks ago now, and yeah, we're gonna get soybeans sown into this field, which will be fantastic. Right, I need to start this bit here. This is a new crop for us here. I've never done soybeans before. And so hopefully, but then that was the whole thing about this field. We were experimenting and trying something new out, and yeah, soybeans should do pretty well here, I think. It's not a crop that is normally planted in the UK, as I was saying last time, but it is something that we should be able to do, should be able to grow, especially with the current climate. It's all got a little bit warmer over the last few years, I've discovered, and as a result, things like soybeans are beginning to become crops that are more viable here. And so yeah, so I'm looking forward to having a bit of an experiment. We're giving them as much of a boost as we can. We've got you know, this field is well prepared for them. Should do well. So it's just a case of trying to take as much care of them as I can to get them to fully grow and fully work here. So we'll see what happens. As before, as I've said before, when I'm planting, we tend to try and go right up to the edge of the fields here, because we do have this large area of grass around the edges. Okay. I need to run right down from this corner of the field here, because it then pulls in a bit. This is the most headlandy bit. Straighten out a bit on the next run, but it's yeah, soybeans. I'm looking forward to this. We don't need to modify the combine at all. We're in a good position with that. It doesn't require an additional header or anything like that, which would have happened had we planted sunflowers. Sunflowers was one of the things, the other crops I was considering. But yeah, you guys all seem to want to see soybeans, so soybeans is where we've gone. And yeah, it's rather exciting for me. In general, the farm is coming along nicely. The cows are doing well. They are giving us a nice steady income still. The other crops all seem to be growing well. And yeah, of our two other fields, they're both doing well. We are getting near now to doing a grass cut. I think looking at it, the grass is well, you can see from here, the grass is not quite ready, and I'm tempted, because I like to try and get 3 cuts in a year, and my trouble is that from the looks of it this year, with the winter we've had, the grass isn't going to grow as much as I would like it to by the time the time spring ends. I like to try and do a cut at the end of spring, a cut at the end of summer, and a cut at the end of the autumn. But it looks like the spring break isn't quite going to be enough for us to do a cut at the end of spring, which could delay the end of summer cut and the end of autumn cut. So we possibly not get 3 full cuts in. So I might sort of do an early realignment cut at the end of this month, depending on how well it's grown. But certainly at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to be high enough. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're going to do a grass cut in probably the next couple of weeks. And get that ball rolling so that we can get that all well, I think we need to do everything. We need to get some silage bales and some hay bales off it. So we're gonna be it's gonna be mixing it up a little bit. Yeah. But we need to the grass kind of tends to if we don't get that baled up to silage pretty quickly, tends to have issues. So I think we might go cutting next time. I do need to get some fertilizer on this, but we can do that over the summer. But this is yeah, we're in a position where we need to kind of get the grass cut, I think, in order to realign ourselves properly. So we'll do that probably next vlog. I think we'll get the grass cut, and then we can get it rowed and baled time after. We kind of need to and we need to do the silage bales first. So I need to pick out my silage bale fields, and then I need to pick out my my hay bales. I think we'll probably end up, because we're split it over the next few weeks, probably end up doing silage for the vlogs this time, and then hay for the vlogs next time, because we need to. I want to sort of spread out the jobs, and we do at the end of summer. So in springtime it tends to be a mix. In the summer it's hay, because we can dry out the hay really easily. And then in the autumn it's a silage. So yeah, and that way we get a really decent number of bales off everything. And if we have any bales left over, any extra bales available, we do tend to sell them off. But our cows tend to work their way through all our bales. So yeah, but we're at the point where we're running out of bales post-winter, so we do need to get the grass cut. Is the other reason why we might cut it a little bit low when it's not quite at its peak. But either way, it'll be fine. It's nicely rolled and fertilised and everything, so we should be good. We should get a decent amount of it, even if it's not absolutely fully grown. It is cuttable, but it's yeah, we may not quite get as much of it as if we left it another month or so. But as I said, I'm going to leave it as late as I can. There we go. The fields around here are, you know, they're about the right size for what we have to work and what we have to do. There we go. And running the farm off a single tractor just, to me, makes sense. It reduces our entire upkeep and allows us to do everything we need to do in a good amount of time. There we go. goes. And away we go. Fantastic. This is going in very nicely at the moment. Got a couple of little wet patches in the field, but nothing that bad. We should be able to. The field will be fine. Right up to the edge. Do have to go round the edge a bit at the end just to neaten things up, but as you can see, going right up to the edge on this end is absolutely fine. On the other end, we do need to really do need to go and do the headings, but otherwise it's all good. Go. And this is actually quite a decent seeder. It works really well. It does. I've never had an issue with it at all. 3 meters wide, so it's the smaller end of the seeding equipment you can get these days. And of course, this is like everything on the farm. This is about 20-30 years old piece of equipment. We tend to do things mainly with the our equipment all tends to be mainly from that era because it's all very reliable. It's all stuff that we can maintain ourselves, and it's all stuff that is not too expensive as well. And lots of farms around here, you see, unless they're really big farms, lots of the smaller farms tend to operate with equipment from this era. It all just kind of works better for us this way. I've seen some farms working off stuff from stuff 10 years older than this, you know, sort of 40-year-old equipment, which is amazing. The hours that must be on some of those tractors is, you know, it's astounding. But then, back then, you know, those things were built to last. Modern tractors cost an awful lot of money, and there were all sorts of issues with trying to maintain them yourselves. Things like that. I know that there are issues in America. I've heard of issues where people have had to basically sue to get software to look after their tractors. So I very much like that I can take this, open this up, fix it myself, and if failing that, then the local machinery workshop, you know, just take it to them and can fix and they can just fix it. You know, they don't need any specialist equipment from one of the big manufacturers, and it won't cost me an arm and a leg to get a fix done. You know, so yeah. So even if I could afford the big new tractors, you know, I honestly don't really need them on this farm. We're pretty good with this. I'd consider a second tractor just to sort of mean that we're not shoving all the hours on one tractor all the time. But I still wouldn't be buying a brand new big model tractor for that. I know what will happen though. This whole ramble about tractors. I'll go and buy something nice and modern in a year or so's time when we're doing really well. Going, oh, you know, this will get us, everything will get done quicker. And this will just this will come back to haunt me. This video, this vlog, which is always the way. And yeah, so. But as it stands at the moment, I see no reason to have anything more modern than this. This is a good tractor. It does the job. And yeah, we can get jobs done in a decent amount of time with it. I don't feel the need to. Feel the need to replace it at all. This has done us really well for the last 5 years, this tractor, and it's a good tractor. It's a really good tractor. The cab is a nice place to be. The aircon works, fortunately. Actually, that is one of those things that we bought in the 90s. that didn't exist in tractors before that. Air conditioning. That was, yeah. I've heard stories before that of how sweltering it got in a tractor. In the early days of cabs. Cabs and no aircon, and you're outside in the sunshine all day. That's gonna get slightly greenhousey, I think. Too far over the arm, too far over. We'll sort that later. I know where I need to put my front. The reason I'm not using the markers is because I know where I need to put my. At this point with this tractor, I know where I need to put the front mudguard in order to be drilling in the right place, which is how I was able to tell just then that I was in completely the wrong place while I rambled on. There we go. Coming along very nicely. Perfect. I'm really pleased. This has gone very well, this planting. Now, there are a couple of errors that I might have to try and sort out, but in the general, we're good. Alright, and down. There are ways I have of sorting that out. Right. And that. Yeah, I think we've got one more, maybe two more rows to do. This is the widest area to turn around on this grass, to be honest. But it does allow us to get round edges of fields when we need to. Which around here, considering what I showed you last time about ease of access, is a very necessary thing to be able to get around the edges of fields. We could expand this field. We could get a plough and take us right up to the hedgerow. Might not be a bad idea at some point, but as I said, at the moment we do fine. Right, there we go. Right, let's get this headland done. We don't need to do around the other side, I don't think. We'll go around this headland here, just to finish off. We're not making any too tight turns, alright. Yeah, so we'll go up to the corner here. Lift, because that would be too tight a turn. And then we got the same down here. You can see we're going to have to lift at this next corner. That's just way too tight to turn. Turn the drill on. Now this one might be a bit shallower. That's okay. And out. Like so. There we go. I am happy with that. That's all worked out well. So there we go. Let's pop out and have a look at this. That is the soybeans in. So yeah, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and I will see you next time. Goodbye.